Joe and Chantel tell you who is going to show up.
Do your job well. It can be enough to make the difference.
Who is going to show out.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
And who is going to be a shit show.
Hey, yeah. So y'all need to work out mode.
All right, here we go. Who is going to show up? Who is going to show out? And who is going to be a shit show? Wild card edition. Let's go. Show up. Quarterback.
Russell Wilson at the Ravens.
Oh, my God.
Okay, listen. Coach Tomlin needs this win. The Steelers Nation is in a tizzy. He cannot have another winning season with a one-and-done exit from the playoffs. Russell Wilson is one of the things that gives him his best shot at getting this dub. And it's for all the reasons that you just said not long ago. The Ravens still have a very bad passing defense. Of all the teams in the playoffs, the Ravens are the worst at defending the pass. So, like we said, Russell Wilson can still throw the deep ball effectively. We've seen him do it several times this season, and that can be an Achilles heel for the Ravens. So Calvin Austin has become a factor in that offense. Van Jefferson has become a factor in that offense. They can throw on the Ravens. I think he does it. I like Russ to show up.
I'm going to go with the rookie phenom. I called him a phenom a couple times, Jane Daniels. He goes down to Tampa this year so far, 25 TDs passing, 6 rushing, 31 overall. Continues to lead his team into a very favorable matchup against the Bucs. All right, running back.
Running back, I like Aaron Jones if he is healthy. I think that he's going to play. Aaron Jones has 1,138 rushing yards on the season and another 378 receiving. That is a new career high for an 8-year veteran. He is playing great in a high-octane, pass-heavy offense with the Vikings. The Rams barely made it into the postseason, and they have no answer for that run game. I think that the Rams, they give up the second most, I think, amongst the teams that made it into the playoffs. They give up the second most yards on the ground to opposing backs. He should easily be able to get the job done.
The Rams defense is playing a little better. They did draft him the defensive tackle out of Florida or Florida State, as well as a defensive end, and they did play better as the year went on, but it's not enough. I'm with you. That will be a good game for Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
I'm going to take another good from that part of the world running back. I'm going to take Josh Jacobs. He's really turned it on. He has the most rushing TDs in his career and the second most yards this season. They've become a run-first team, the Green Bay Packers. Again, no, I'm not saying the Eagles defense, but he will be there and he'll play.
Okay.
Okay, wide receiver.
Wide receiver, I went Khalil Shakir versus the Broncos. So the Broncos do have a good defense overall. However, they are in the bottom third, actually, defending the pass. So Shakir is a third-year wide receiver that has taken very big steps forward every season with the Bills so far. He is emerging, I think, as the clear number one over there for Josh Allen, and I expect him to get him going early and often in this matchup. I think he shows up, they get the win, and on to the second round for them.
Remember Cleveland did to them Thanksgiving weekend? They hit all those yards, so they can be passed on for sure. Rushing is a different sort of can be passed on. I'm going to take the ageless wonder, the one and only Mike Evans.
I like it.
Another 1,000 yard another 1,000 yard receiving. The only other player to do it 11 years in a row, 1,000 yards, wide receiver. It's a big name for 49er.
For Jerry Rice?
Jerry Rice.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. They talked about him.
Jerry Rice gave him the props to yesterday, the day before, and said, congratulations to Mike Evans. Good luck in the playoffs. Very classy.
Okay.
He will have his game. He will show up. It would help him quite a bit if Cade Otton is out there, too, because that takes some of the pressure off him. So should be good. All right, tight end, show up.
Tight end, I said TJ Hawkinson at the Rams. So we've complained about the lackluster tight end position all season long, but since his return from injury week 9, he's had some very good games in this offense. So I don't think the Rams will have an answer. He'll be a threat on this team that benefits from the opposing defenses having to keep their eyes on 18 all the time. So I think he shows up in a big way in this one.
I agree with you in the next category. All right, so but for this one, I have Mark Andrews, who finally caught his first touchdown.
Okay.
They interviewed Lamar after he got his first one against Pittsburgh and he didn't even know. Lamar's like, you never had a touchdown against Super Bowl. He does now. I expect he'll get another one, especially if there's no Zay Flowers. If there's no Zay Flowers, you can look for more Mark Andrews. So, yeah.
That's so funny.
All right, next one.
All right, next one. Steelers at the Ravens. So the Steelers do have their work cut out for them, no denying that. But TJ Watt, Joey Porter, Patrick Queen, a few names on that powerhouse defense, and they are going to show up, make it a tough game for the Ravens. I think we will see a repeat of week 11. Like we said, Derrick Henry held to 65 yards and a fumble. Zay Flowers held to 2 catches, 39 yards in that week on just 6 targets. And then they put Lamar Jackson, I think, in the dirt a couple times, picked him off once or twice. So Make no mistakes. This Steelers defense, they're going to kick up dust and they're going to play their best football. They'll do it in this round. I'd like them to show up.
Interesting. I took an easy one to show up. I took another one to show up. But to show up, I took the Philly defense. Like you said already, number 1 overall, the top 5, especially proficient against the pass, all the cornerbacks they got out there. It's going to be very, very difficult for Green Bay to throw the ball. I think they'll be able to run a little bit, but to throw the ball, good luck.
What?